Thank you, John Spencer. Thank you, John Spencer. Most of my notes you covered very well. I like to appreciate that. Oh yeah, the Medal of Honor. Doesn't say much about Heermance, Captain Heermance. In the period from April 26 to May 6, 1863, Union and Confederate forces clashed at Chancellorsville, Virginia, in a battle that cost more than 30,000 casualties, including the brilliant Confederate commander Stonewall Jackson. 24 Union soldiers were earned the Medal of Honor at this time period. And on our man with Captain Heermance, on that first day of major engagements in Chancellorsville, Captain William Heermance earned the medal when he took command of the regiment as its senior officer when it was surrounded by Stuart's cavalry. The regiment cut its way through the enemy's line and escaped, but Captain Heermance was desperately wounded, left for dead on the field, and was captured and became a prisoner of war. Doesn't say much, though, does it really? A small amount of information like that and such an honor, it's amazing. The Medal of Honor is the absolute highest honor, military medal our country awards. It's very rarely awarded, but it is only awarded to members of our military whose bravery under fire in the presence of an armed enemy goes way above and beyond the call of duty. Requirements is that the act that earns the medal cannot be the result of an order. Most medals of honor is awarded for saving lives, usually at the cost of the recipient's life, and it is the only medal that is worn around the neck, attached to a blue ribbon, and if possible, is presented by the President of the United States. 15 years ago, Kinderhook, New York. A couple great things happened for Kinderhook. Small little village. Amazing to me what happens. In 1837, the 8th President of the United States, man born in Kinderhook, Martin Van Buren, was inaugurated president, the 8th President. You probably know him because he referred to him as Old Kinderhook, and when people are going on, old Kinderhook's got it taken care of. Today we know that, we shorten it down to when things are going good, we say, hey, everything is okay. And that's from there. But we're here for a more important thing. On February 28th, William Laing Heermance was born. Today we honor that American hero. Son of a preacher, I feel a true patriot. A leader of men, battle-tested veteran, said he never followed, he always led. He moved to New York City in 1855, and then after the Civil War, recuperating from his many injuries, he lived here in Yonkers, and that's why Yonkers is such a great place. Okay, it was alluded to the Battle of Chancellorsville, which was the third bloodiest battle. Sometimes you'll see in the history books 30 Yanks against 4 regiments. Well, that's where Captain Heermance made his name and won his award. He was deployed to Spotsylvania Courthouse in a unit led by a Lieutenant Colonel Duncan McVicker. It's mentioned that Hornet's Nest, good term, they got surrounded by the South, by the Confederate Army. None other than Jeb Stuart's forces. Surrender! You up there, surrender! Instead, McVicker ordered his troops to charge. He says, draw sabers and cut your way through to our lines. He started out, and would you not know it, he was shot and instantly killed, fell from his horse. Who's left? There is Captain Heermance. Captain Heermance. someone has to start. Someone must have to start, supposedly he said to his aide. By fours, forward, charge! And with a rebel yell, this is hard to believe, but the yells in Jeb Stuart is famous. You probably know this. He was feared because they always attack with a rebel yell, which is a kind of frightening thing. Our soldiers did the same under Heermance. Heermance leading his men, saber drawn, tacked on the right. Somebody to the left, he tries to pivot his horse and go to the left. I don't know if he switched hands or not, but while he's pivoting, the Confederate soldier had his musket here, shot him through the arm and down through his stomach. Somebody clobbered him over the head. He's down on the ground, almost passed out. His troops get up to him, and here's where the man is a man of all times. Carry on, man. I'm not with you anymore. He was left for dead on that battlefield. By the way, it was a victory, one of the major victories for the Confederacy. However, this particular battle with 300 Yanks held at bay 4 regiments of Confederates, and basically it screwed up Robert E. Lee's plans for his attack, which would eventually lead to Gettysburg. He was sent to Libby Prison. This is in May of 1863. I don't know how this happened. As your president, I certainly couldn't help you there, but he was released at a prisoner of war exchange, just in time for Gettysburg. The man we honor for his actions in Chancellorsville, wow. He led his men in Gettysburg. His cavalry unit captured Cemetery Ridge and held it until the infantry came. And those of you with the Gettysburg, you know how important that particular site was. Then on to Boonesboro. Again he's shot. He's wounded 3 times. Man should have died. What else did he do in 1864? He recovered again. He was the first unit to go into Richmond. Over 60 battles, 60 engagements he took part in. He took part in all the principal battles of the Army of the Potomac. 3 times wounded, 3 times left for dead. We owe this man. We say we have freedom. Freedom is not a free thing. It's paid for. Paid for by our military men, our veterans. I salute you for what you've done for our country. Each and every one of you. The price we pay has been paid for by the American soldier. I know it's hot. I'm going to rephrase some of the things we said at Gettysburg. In closing, the world will little note nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what Captain Heermance did here. It is for us a living to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which he fought and so nobly advanced. We here highly resolve that Captain Heermance shall not have fought in vain, that this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom, that this government of the people, by the people, and for the people shall not perish from this earth. Captain William Laing Heermance, we salute you. I salute you. Thank you.